Whew. Oh, hello, back again. I feel so... Oh, I feel a bit tired actually. A number of reasons. Had this flu for the last maybe 10 days. It's really wiped me out, so I've not felt my best, and I have done videos. So I apologise if I sounded a bit, ropey in that one. And I went to the gym for the first time yesterday, did a bit of training. Man, you know when you don't do the pads for a bit? It just wipes you out. So yeah, I mean I slept longer than I actually felt necessary then. So quickly, let's go on to a topic that I'm responding to and reacting to, and it's based off of a rumour. And everyone has talked about Undertaker's WrestleMania opponent. It's always a big story. Every year we work ourselves up for it. Every year we're saying we want to see this match or that match. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, Undertaker versus The Rock, Undertaker versus John Cena, all rumoured matches for WrestleMania. And it is believed that we could see Undertaker and John Cena at WrestleMania, maybe not next year's, but the year after that. And I think that that could work in a sense that you have a guy that, in John Cena, is a guy that's always been booked very strong, pardon me, booked as a Superman, as you can see, and people would buy into him beating The Undertaker, and it would create such a passionate and strong response from people that I think that they might go there at some point. The other one was Brock Lesnar, and there's rumours why that might not happen. There's belief that apparently there is some kind of issue between the two of them, which is why that match hasn't happened. And other people have said really it's more of a physical thing, that Taker's body is not what it used to be, and Lesnar's a very physical performer, and that might really wipe out Undertaker for real. And I don't think they want to do that match or risk, a match like that where he gets injured. And then who else was there? You look through the rest of the roster, he's really faced everyone he can that he can have a bankable feud with at a WrestleMania. I mean, he's been in there with Triple H, and I don't really want to see that for a third time. Him and CM Punk was tremendous. But do I think that's going to happen again next year? Probably not. Who else is there? Who else is there? Who else is there? Who else is there? There's The Rock, which could happen. I could just see them just throwing that together just for the sake of it. There's obviously, in storyline, he was attacked by the Shield and they took him out. He could do something there, and it could tie into the fact that they bring in Sting as his tag team partner to help take on the Shield, or Sting and Kane. So you have like a big six-man with those guys, which is quite a big match actually. And then you set up Sting and Undertaker for the next WrestleMania, so it gives them a year to promote, get in shape, be ready for. You could always do that, so you've got your next two Mania main events ready. And there's a lot of belief that Sting might end up in WWE doing some promotional stuff, so that's a possibility. And then the other one was, and it's gone right from my head, bloody hell. Right, as I said, the other rumour, or the other possibility, is to have Undertaker and, of all people, and I can't believe I'm saying this, and I'll give you my opinions on it very quickly, Ryback. Now, this is a rumour that has been surfacing online, so I'm not going to say it's true. This may be as reliable as a taxi stop condom, or a petrol station condom. It doesn't seem like it's the most reliable rumour that you've heard, because it's online, and sometimes you hear things and they might have just been an idea thrown out here or there, and it could just be hearsay. But apparently, if you've read or been reading about this, it's been pitched that they do this idea where Heyman, in this feud with CM Punk, now I have a guy that can take out Undertaker, and it's not you, and he's going to succeed where you fell, and it's Ryback, not Brock Lesnar or Curtis Axel, but Ryback. The rumour that he could even be a guy that might beat The Undertaker, and I know that that is going to provoke such a strong reaction out of people for so many reasons, and I'll give you my thoughts. The fact that Ryback is the last matchup they can think of, if that's true, should tell you something about how effectively they've created main event talent in the last 5 to 6 years. Because you look at Ryback, and I always say this sometimes, here's a guy that doesn't have the kind of credibility that he needs to be in there. And there's two kinds of credibility. There's the storyline credibility, the perception of him on television, where he has been built up as a force for the last 2.5 years, destroyed everybody, very rarely loses, very rarely looks vulnerable. Man, I think he could really give Undertaker a pasting. He doesn't have that credibility. He lost to CM Punk at Hell in a Cell. He lost again at Survivor Series. He lost again at TLC. He lost again at Royal Rumble. He lost again at No Way Out. He lost at WrestleMania. He lost to John Cena. He lost to John Cena. He is a undercard, lower card act at this point. The act was hot last year because he was unbeaten and he was new and untested. But that momentum that he had last year has really gone down the toilet. He doesn't have that same momentum. He's Paul Heyman's bodyguard and he can work in that role. And really, if he's going to feud with an Undertaker, if this was a full-time scheduled Undertaker that was on TV, he'd be the guy feuding with him on the B-level pay-per-views. Unfortunately, he'd be the like the Great Khali or the Gonzalez. He kind of hits that mold for me now. He's that guy. He's not that world-class, elite level caliber of opponent that Undertaker needs to have that big money drawing match. And considering that a big selling point of WrestleMania is the Undertaker's matches, the fact that it's Ryback actually really is a step down. But who else could they use? I mean, you think about it, I don't know who else they could use. I mean, they'd have to bring someone in from the outside or do Brock Lesnar or Cena or Sting. Those could probably be his next 3 Mania matches if he chooses. But if they're going to go with Ryback for WrestleMania, I'm really not into that. And then you look around the rest of the roster, Sheamus. I mean, Sheamus is not over and he's injured. Wade Barrett is a nobody now. Who else is there? I mean, I can't think of anyone. Curtis Axel. He's a solid worker, but I'm gonna make it very clear to you right now. This right here, this little container of paracetamol has more charisma and personality than Curtis Axel. And I don't see Axel being the guy knowing how to sell this match, and I just don't see it. And apparently they even pitched the idea that he beats Undertaker. I think Bret Hart said that. But it's really thin, and you wonder who else he could be in there with. Daniel Bryan would have been interesting. I think that could have been great, but Daniel Bryan's going to be away from the Undertaker in any way, shape or form. I can't really see him doing anything with him. Dean Ambrose would be excellent, but that means they'd really have to put the money in the Dean Ambrose character in the Shield, and I think that would be a great one if, of the three, he's the one that makes the challenge, and it's done in a way that even if Ambrose loses, he's elevated. That would be an excellent option, and I would pay to see that. They have that Undertaker being the Batman, Dean Ambrose being the Joker like chemistry, and I think that would be excellent to watch. And I think Ambrose, who's a great promo cutter and a very decent in-ring performer, I think that could be an excellent thing to see and very dramatic. But is he ready for it yet? I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to stop because I'm waffling, and that's not always a good thing. And at any point my embarrassing alarm is going to go off, and I've only got 15 minutes. So I'm going to stop. You guys let me know what you think. Who could be Undertaker's WrestleMania opponent? Do you really want Ryback as his opponent, based on the fact that they've really given him... Sorry, based on the fact that they've given him very elite level caliber opponents, and now it's Ryback, rumoured. Do you really want to see that? Do you think that Ryback can be resurrected and resuscitated between now and WrestleMania, if he is that opponent? Or do people really want to see Cena and Undertaker, or Undertaker and Lesnar? Let me know what you think. Tell me what you feel right down below. Dolph Ziggler's not an option, by the way, because that guy's in the doghouse. And I will probably put another video up soon. Take care, bye, peace, love you, bye.